Hey everyone, this is David at KartSpeed Solutions. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. This video is the third video in a series that we're doing that kind of showcase all the add-on features that you can put with your Micron to help you trackside on a race event and help you get the most out of your Micron in race data. So today we're going to talk about the axle speed sensor. And it's an extremely powerful tool when you're looking at chassis tuning as well as clutch performance. You know, when you kind of get in a tight spot and you're trying to figure out what you need to do to your chassis, especially when your driver comes in and goes, yeah, it feels neutral. This becomes a very critical key to tuning the chassis, especially when you go into a race event like you're about to have this weekend where they impound your tires. You can't really do a whole lot of tire prepping. This is chassis tuning becomes vital, and this is a powerful tool to help you do it and do it efficiently. Basically, what you're doing is when you use the axle speed sensor, it's like using a wheel speed sensor for the right rear tire and a wheel speed sensor for the right front tire. You know, if the right front is either maintaining speed or going faster than the right rear, that means that the right front is sliding across the racetrack and not biting. If the right rear is going faster than the right front, that means that the right rear is sliding or slipping and the rear of the go-kart is loose. Speed is calculated by the largest circumference tire. So therefore, with us being oval kart racers, our largest tire is on the right side. So your GPS speed then becomes right front speed, and the axle speed is an indication of the right rear speed. What we're looking at is the KartSpeed Solutions webpage in the store, and you can buy it either two ways. You can buy just the sensor, or you can buy the KartSpeed axle speed sensor kit. It comes with a mounting bracket, the axle collar, and the magnet already mounted to it. You can mount it to the go-kart within 2 to 3 minutes and be ready to go. So let's take a look at some of the data and some of the benefits of running this sensor. So what you're looking to your left is a track map, and it's color coordinated to the difference between the GPS or right front speed and the axle speed sensor or axle speed or right rear speed. The green indicates down the straightaway. If you look to the left or to the right, the graph represents one lap. To all the way to the left of the graph is the start and finish line. Then you have the first part of the front straightaway. Then it's the turns 1 and 2. And then the blue here is the back straightaway. The red section here is turns 3 and 4. And then the blue section here is the second half of the front straightaway, coming back to the start-finish line. Usually, the rear tire is going to be spinning faster than the front tire because it's under load and it's pushing the go-kart forward, okay? And I'm not really concerned with the amount of speed difference. What I'm looking at is the rate of change when it enters the turn or when it's coming out of the turn. And as you can see here, going into turn 3, it dramatically goes from about 2.9 miles an hour down the straightaway all the way up to only 1.9 mile an hour, the right rear being faster. And what that indicates is the go-kart's starting to pick up a little bit of a push because the right front or the GPS speed stays the same. However, the axle is slowing down much faster than the right front or the GPS speed is. So that shows that the go-kart's starting to experience a little bit of a push. Then it dramatically drops down to almost 3.8, negative 3.8 miles an hour, where it looks like the right rear starts spinning faster, which is a good indication of a push. A lot of times when the driver puts a lot of steering wheel input to it, once the right front does grab, the go-kart snaps loose or snaps sideways. So that's one of the things that you can look at, when you're tuning the chassis, because, you start looking at, tenths of a mile an hour difference when your driver's saying it feels neutral and you're trying to make adjustments to it. Another thing that you can look at is clutch performance. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the GPS track map here. We're going to make the graph a little bit bigger, and we're going to turn off the GPS speed, and we're going to turn on RPMs, and then we're going to overlay both graphs on top of each other. And if you notice that, as long as the RPM, which is crankshaft speed, and the axle speed are running pretty much in unison, anytime they separate a whole lot, that is a good indication that the clutch is slipping. Because if RPM goes up but the axle speed stays the same, then we're having a breakdown somewhere, and more than likely it's the clutch itself slipping, especially when it's under load. Well, guys, I appreciate you joining me for this video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or message us on Facebook. You guys have a great day.